G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're going to talk about another dependent origination topic, which is Nama Rupa. So, what Nama Rupa means, mainly it is described as five aggregates. I'll come up with another clip with five aggregates, but because of this purpose, then I will keep going with this Nama Rupa. Nama Rupa means Rupa means this we got a 6 Rupas. It means sight, sound, smell, tongue, touch, and thoughts, or Dhamma. Those are the Rupas. So Nama means Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, of feeling, perception, action, and consciousness. Those are called Nama. Rupa means those 6 things we absorb from outside to satisfy our 6 senses. So what happens is, because of this dependent origination process, if it starts, it keeps going to the last part. We can't stop in the middle. We can't say, okay, I'm gonna cut that off with consciousness. No, it's not gonna happen. If that starts, it goes to the end. So because of the origin, the independent origination, first one, the ignorance. If we have ignorance, we attach to things. So because of that attachment, we do actions, sankara, by bodily or mentally, verbally, and then it gives us vijnana, or the consciousness. With that consciousness, what happens is, because of that consciousness, our body is going to be flexible to make the body according to that vijnana. For example, let's say when you get angry, with that angry feeling, angry perception, so angry action, angry consciousness, because of those combination of these 4, so we can see somebody is angry now. Or the behavioral, the outside behavior is going to be exactly connected with the consciousness. So that flexibility, Nama means it's flexible. Because of that flexibility, we can see the change in the Rupa, or the body. So in this dependent origination, this Nama Rupa can be defined in one way like that. So in our daily life, so let's say if you have any lustful consciousness, we see how our body is going to be changing. If we get an angry consciousness, so we see how the body is going to be changing accordingly. If we see some sort of love, not a love, but let's say, take another example. If you want to have some what do you call, have some food, get an appetite. So we feel how our body is going to be changing. If we think of having listening to music, when we attach to that with that consciousness, we know how our body is going to be changing. So likewise, with this Nama, with this feeling, perception, action, and the consciousness, when they go together, that is leading our body to be changing. So that is one part of this Nama Rupa. That's mainly happening in our daily life. That dependent origination has varieties, many categories, let's say, because dependent origination can be described as the birth cycle. So, and again, dependent origination can be defined in this instant dependent originations. So that helps us to understand our normal daily life instantly. So in this instant dependent origination, I'm talking about now, because if you feel like angry, so your body is going to be changing accordingly. If you feel like having some sort of a lustful consciousness, so your body is going to be changing accordingly. If you feel like some sort of stealing, your body is going to be changing accordingly. If you're going to lie, somebody's lying, so that's facial expression, the bodily expression, that is going to be changing accordingly to the consciousness inside. So that Nama Rupa can be defined in that way. So there are many ways we can describe Nama Rupa, but for the time being we will get that idea. So when we see or when we absorb all these 6 things from outside to inside, because of that, our feeling, perception, action, and the consciousness is going to be changing. So that mixture gives our body some sort of a flexibility. So that is the Rupa. So you can understand, when we have the ignorance, it leads us to do action accordingly, and because of those actions, it leads us to have a bit of a consciousness, and because of this consciousness, our body is going to be changing accordingly. So that's just Nama Rupa. So that's it for today, and then I'll come up with another video soon, and bye for now. Devan Sarnai.